Okay, so now we've got a cos 45, sine 75, sine 135. Obviously we have to change that one. And then sine 15. Okay? So when the angles are small, like 45 and 75, you can say, well, we can maybe leave them like this. First leave them. Okay, cos 45. We're not sure what we should do with them anyway. So we can leave them. But we definitely have to change this one, 135. We've got to change that one. So we're going to make it 180 minus 45. Okay? So we just changed this one for now. 180 minus 45. Okay? And then this one, let's leave it like this, sine 15. Let's first see what happens. Cos 45, sine 75. Plus, and now this one, sine 180 minus 45 is the second quadrant, so it becomes sine 45. Okay, so this one becomes sine 45, and now we can say, before we write sine 15 again, let's just check what is going on here. We got a cos 45, sine 75, and now we got a sine 45. So if you think of the four identities, which one is it starting to look like? Cos alpha sine beta plus sine alpha. What is that one again? Cos alpha sine beta plus sine alpha cos beta. So this one should be cos beta, then we got an identity. Then we got a compound angle identity. So we can say, well, if this is alpha and beta, cos alpha sine beta plus sine alpha cos beta, then we should try to write this one as cos beta, cos 75. Then we know it can work. Cos 45 sine 75 plus sine 45 cos 75. And we can. Because these two are co-ratios. Sine 15 cos 75 are co-ratios. So we can change the sine 15 to cos 75. So that's what we do. We use the co-ratios and change this one to cos 75. And now we can say this looks to me like sine alpha plus beta. Sine alpha, because remember with sine, the sign stays the same. Cos, sine, sine, cos. Okay? But if you think of the compound angles, you can say, well, if I look at my four compound angles, sine alpha plus beta is sine alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sine beta. Sine alpha plus beta. Okay? Is sine alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sine beta. Okay? So I can say, well, I can maybe just swap them around. It doesn't really make a difference because it's plus anyway. And we're just going to have 45 plus 75. Okay. Sine alpha plus beta. Okay. Is sine alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sine beta. And then you can say, now I made it a compound angle, okay? And now 45 plus 75 gives you 120 sine 120. Okay, well, we can leave the brackets now, sine 120. And now we can actually carry on. Now we can say sine 120 is again in the second quadrant. So sine 120 is the same as sine 180 minus 60, which will give you sine 60. And you can actually go on a little bit more. You can say, well, now I can use my special angle from the triangle. 30, 60, 90, 1, 2, square root of 3. I always remember it like that, 1, 2, square root of 3, 1, 2, square root of 3. Putting the 3 there, 60, and then 1, 2, square root of 3. So then sine 60 is opposite of hypotenuse. Sorry, 60, sine 60, opposite here. There's the 60, so there's opposite of hypotenuse, so square root of 3 over 2. So my final answer is square root of 3 over 2 from using my triangle. Okay.